Welcome to my 3,000 subscribers stream featuring Mom, because for somebody that does not like fountain pens or does not use fountain pens, she's acquired a quantity of fountain pens. I think we're up to 8. Is that correct?
I think so. And actually, I would say I now have a daily driver.
Yes, that is true. You've become a convert.
Yes.
You weren't originally.
No.
But in tracking down fountain pens for this, I think we found 8 pens in the house that are yours. So we've pulled them all, and you're going to learn how to ink up your own pens. Because currently, you just hand me pens when you want them inked and cleaned.
That is very true.
So this should be highly entertaining and a great watch on a Saturday morning.
Well, and we're also going to test nibs so
Yes.
that I can make some decisions about which nibs are going in which pens.
Yes, because you got a Kaweco for your birthday.
Yes.
And I have some spare nibs. So we will get into this. Do you want to start with that? Here.
My daily driver or the Kaweco?
Kaweco.
Okay.
Because it takes me a hot second to swap
Well,
nibs.
hold on. I want this to just... I'm just going to write Saturday.
Yeah.
Oops. Oh, I was using it I used it this morning and it was fine. I might actually be out of ink in this.
You might have run it dry. I think you've run it dry.
All right, so we get to ink up the daily
Cool.
driver.
We get to ink up your daily driver. Do you want me to just put the same ink in it?
It was kind of a tealy,
Yeah,
dark teal.
It's
Which
one
one
of
was
the
it?
Faber-Castell cartridges.
Sure.
Cool. I'll grab one.
Do I unscrew this?
You do unscrew that. And you pull the cartridge out once you're unscrewed.
Oh, it's totally dry.
Yep. Congrats. You ran a fountain pen dry. And I apparently shoved other cartridges in here at the lake because this box should not be full.
Okay.
So give me a second to find the ones that look teal.
There we go.
There you
so
go.
I just shove it on?
You just pop it on. You'll hear a pop.
There we go.
There you go.
All right, well, that's easy enough to do.
Yeah.
So do a lot of pens have cartridges like that?
Most pens are, I think almost everything you have is cartridge converter. Might take a minute if you've run it totally dry.
All right.
There we go.
There we go. There we go. So that's my daily driver.
There's your daily driver. So,
And I have to say, I have been using it religiously for a month.
yeah, since I filmed the
month?
video. I think
Yeah.
I gave it to you as soon as I filmed the Faber-Castell video, and you've been
Yeah.
using it ever since. So that is, I believe it's a fine, a Faber-Castell fine, but it might be a medium. That is their medium,
Which is pretty fine.
which is pretty fine. So here's a Kaweco medium, which is what is on your Kaweco Sport currently.
What color of ink is this?
Dusk and Bloom. It's
I
the
like
only
that.
color that's ever gone in that pen.
Oh, it's matchy.
I like that you're surprised by that fact. You're about to swatch a purple pen
So that's medium?
that's medium in a Kaweco.
Okay.
Here is a broad Kaweco, which I have. I've got a broad, I've got a double broad. Oh, and I've also got a stub in a Kaweco. So if you really wanted to, you could put a stub nib in your Kaweco.
Okay. A stub is what I have in the Naveler.
It is. But this is a stub 1.1, and I think your Naveler is a stub 1.8. So it's a smaller stub.
It doesn't actually look
Nope.
that different.
And then the double broad, which does look different.
All right, show me the double broad.
Good morning, Amy.
Double bread is what I'd like.
You want double bread?
Yep.
Cool. All right, so I will switch that out for you.
In this one?
In that one.
This is my birthday
Unless
present.
you decide you want a stub. Because I do have a stub. I have a smaller
But you don't
stub.
have a stub in a pen for me to try. I've got my own stub.
You've got your own stub. It's a pretty little case.
Very nice.
I know.
Oh, my chunky little fingers trying to get it out. There we go. It doesn't have a clip.
No, the clips come separately.
Okay.
It's a trip to Wonder Pens. You've now got a Wonder Pens list.
Very good.
I can switch nibs.
I could dip this and try it. Can I not?
You could dip it and try it.
Does it make a mess for later?
It's fine. I don't care. My
Okay.
fingers are going to be covered in ink by the end of this anyways.
Do I
I
shake
would
this
prefer
one first?
not red. So yes, you can use that. I just don't want my fingers covered in red ink. It doesn't need to be shaken.
Do I have to-
Oh, that's a nice medium.
Well, it's actually, it feels like something that if I kept it as a medium, I think it could actually be a daily driver.
Okay. So then you can always keep it as a medium, and just when you want something fun on it, I can put something fun on it.
Yeah. I can hear it a little bit,
Yeah, but that's not necessarily
but
a bad
that's not bad.
thing. No.
Yeah. And I like the ink color too.
Cool. So let me teach you the joys of inking with a Kaweco mini converter, which everyone hates for a reason.
Okay.
So first off, you're going to unscrew this section. You're going to
Where's the thing?
tap on a desk upside down. There's the cartridge that everyone gets tripped up about because they put it in upside down. And if
Okay.
you
What
try-
ink is in this?
It's just Kaweco blue.
Okay. Do you want this?
It's what the tiny little fancy yogurt jar is for.
Okay.
This is the home of Standard International Cartridge Land.
All right.
And then you have your little mini converter.
Oh, it's so tiny.
Yes, that's why everyone hates them. They did briefly have a squeeze converter or sack, like
Oh, like a squeezy bottle.
like a Parker 21 converter or squeezy one,
All right.
like the little sack thing
Yeah.
that like slid onto the pen that held far more ink. They don't make them anymore.
Okay.
So now you're stuck with the little puny thing.
So how do I fill that?
So you press these two pieces together.
Okay, hold on.
Actually, it might be easier for you to fill from this jar.
All right.
I just can't open this jar.
Press it.
Press.
Okay, that feels snug.
Yep, it should. Yeah,
Okay.
it should feel snug. So here is the jar I hate because it's a little jam jar, and I just can't open it.
And I love it because it's like a bon memo
I
jar.
know, but my issue is I can't open it without making a mess. My hands aren't steady enough.
Okay.
But, you know,
It's a little bon memo
it is.
jar.
So you're going to insert the nib all the way in,
Submerge?
submerge, and then you're going to pull up, and then you're going to push it all out.
Nothing came in. hardly anything's coming in.
Okay. There you
Oh,
go.
there we go.
You got to prime it to get the air out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what kind of filler is this called?
That's a converter.
Ugh. So messy.
Yes, converters are messy.
All right, so
Now you
I don't put the plunger back.
no. Now you put the lid on first. Before you do anything else, you put the
Okay.
lid on that jar.
Right. Okay. All right.
Because I love you, I'm, you know,
Tidying it up for me.
tidying it up for you.
Okay. Thank you. And
There you go. You just refilled your first converter all by yourself.
oh, why is it doing that?
Because you just filled it for the first time.
Okay.
It's an air bubble.
Okay.
It's just like, it happens.
Okay.
You've got an air bubble, air's releasing, air's coming out, it's forcing out more ink.
All right. I'm actually going to tear this page out, otherwise
That's
it's going to
fair.
put ink all over everything. All right, there's the first one.
There's the first one.
Do you post with these?
Yeah, I post my sports. I don't have a metal sport, so I don't know how heavy they are to post, but I post my regular sports.
It gives it some weight, but
Yeah.
that's not a bad thing.
No. And think about how pretty the brass one would look, Mom, with the brass clip that I've got on Grandpa's pen. Because this is
They're
how,
not the same color.
but this hasn't patina, like this hasn't been exposed
Oh, this
to
will
oxygen.
patina to that?
This will patina, it won't necessarily, like it'll patina differently, like as your hands, but you can polish these pens to keep them shiny.
Okay.
People do.
I prefer this color to that.
Yeah, so you can polish it.
Okay.
But they patina over time.
Cool. All right, there's the first one.
Cool. Do you want to do your Navilar next, since it's like sort of inked up?
Sure.
Here.
I love this one.
I know you do. There you go. I know you love your Navilar.
From Atlas.
From Atlas. That I switched nibs on. Might not right. You've left it in a box for a month. But we'll see. To the 4 of you that are spending your Saturday mornings watching this, thank you.
I love this nib. Yeah, it hasn't been,
All right.
it's been stuck in a box for
Yeah.
at least a month. Got ink on my hands.
Yes. It does happen. Do you want to
So
pass me water?
sparkly. So remind me what ink I have in that one.
Sailor Haha. That.
It's not a very serious ink.
No, but it's fun. And you don't need serious all the time. Also, like, a stub like that's never going to be super serious. Sorry to tell you that. If you're looking for really serious, you've chosen the wrong pen.
No, I do like stubs though.
No, you do.
Here, you can use this.
There you go.
There.
That's better.
Yeah, no, stubs are amazing. Love it. What you do? I am a fan.
I'm a fan of the fact that Navaler pens are so easy to, one, that pen seals so well. Like, it sat in a box, inked, for over a month.
Yeah, it was filled mid-August.
Mid-August. And it's now the first week of October. Like, it sat for over a month. Probably closer to 6 weeks. And that was so easy for me to fix.
Yep.
And I have pens that I'd have to totally disassemble and clean. That was so much more enjoyable.
No, this is great, and I love the ink color in it. I'm good with that.
All right. We'll tuck that one away. We'll tuck this away.
I want this one.
All right.
So, it's a carousel pen from Ferriswell Press.
It is. It's last year's limited edition. From their ink of the year. I believe it's got a medium nib on it. And one thing I do like is that they've got a little agitator ball in their converters.
Oh, look at that!
I know. Which just...
Is that so you can put, if you put sparkly stuff in here?
I don't know if that's the point, but it does help. And I have, in the past, switched their converters into other pens that I've put sparkly ink in.
So, question, if I put a ink with sparkles in here,
Yeah.
can you, if you want to mix up your ink, if it sits for a while, all the sparkles are going to settle.
Yeah.
So what happens when you shake a pen? Do sparkles get, does ink come out of it?
So this one's got sparkles on it. You know that.
Yep.
And I just sort of roll it around. I sort of roll the pen around.
Roll it this way, not shake it this way.
Yeah.
The way you'd shake a spray paint
Yeah.
bottle. Okay. That makes sense.
You just
All right.
agitate it lightly.
So I have Stroke of Midnight,
You've got
Ferriswell Press, which is, it's in this
Stroke
one,
of-
isn't it?
I believe it's in that, yeah. It's in your broad
on.
Lammy. Which might not write. Again, that pen's
It's been sitting.
for 8 weeks. And that is a pen I'd be suspicious of not working right now.
Ah! There you go, Lammy Safari.
Good on you, Lammy.
Well, it gave me an S. Hold on. Look at that.
Take back everything I've ever said about Lammy pens. I hate the grip on them, but apparently you can leave them capped in a bin for...
Why do you not like the grip?
I
As a lefty, I'm finding this grip
it
very
doesn't work
comfortable.
with my hand. With my screwed up thumb, it just doesn't work.
Okay. Well, and this is Stroke of Midnight,
Yeah.
which I think was the first Ferriswell Press ink that I picked out for myself.
I think you bought it before you had a pen.
I did. The way you do. Oh, I like the bottle.
I think it was your very first purchase from the Toronto Pen Shop when he was just open. It was our
Yes.
very first.
Yes, it was.
It was our
the first
very
time
first
we went.
trip to Nelmar. You bought Stroke of Midnight, and I got, I believe, this bottle.
Madame Mulberry.
Of Madame Mulberry.
And this must be a medium nib.
I think it's a broad.
Broad? Probably.
Can I see? Yeah, it's broad.
It's interesting to see the stub versus the broad.
Yeah.
The stub really gives you very squared off tops of letters.
Yeah, I need to put my stub in, my Kaweco stub in something.
Well, pick something. here's a dumb question. Do Kaweco nibs only go in Kaweco pens?
Yeah, and that's why any of the nice thing about Conklin Monteverde is that any of their nibs can go in any of their pens. So that if I get nib work done to any of my Conklin nibs, those nibs could go in any of my Conklin pens or any of my Monteverde pens.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why, again, when I couldn't sleep last week, I went, if I got any of my Esterbrook pens just in gold,
Mm-hmm.
that would mean that I could just swap nibs and the nibs would always match the pens.
Okay.
Because both Conklin and Esterbrook use size 6 nibs. And both use, I think, size 6 Yovo, whereas Benu uses Schmidt nibs.
Okay, so when we were at Scriptus last year, you were looking for size 5.
So
What goes in a size 5?
this is my collection of size 5 nibs.
Okay.
So size 5s fit Jinhao pens.
Okay.
Or some
So those
Jinhao
were the
pens.
ones that I tried at the Pelican Hub.
Yeah.
Arnold had Jinhaos.
Yeah. Albert.
Sorry.
So these are my size 5s, and they fit in Jinhao pens.
Okay.
And I've got them in different sizes, mostly so that I can, because my Jinhao 82 has an architect in it right now. Like this, and one of them has a bent nib, so this lets me swap the nibs in those pens.
So is a bent nib a style of nib, or does that mean it's broken?
It's technically, I think it's technically called a fude nib, but I also don't know the difference between a beak nib and a fude nib. It's based on the way that they're bent.
Did you buy it that way?
Yeah, I bought it for my birthday last year.
Okay.
Yeah, it was my birthday gift to myself last year.
Okay.
You wrapped it and everything for me. Because you're a good mom.
I'm good that way.
Yeah. I bought myself this. You went, okay. Ooh, the housing for Conklin Monteverde is different than standard Yovo housing. They're not swappable. So, can you not... Okay, can you not swap... Are the feeds just different, or are the nibs themselves different? Because I had thought that the nibs themselves were the same, but the feeds were different. I might be totally wrong on that. Either way, my plan is to only get Esterbrook pens in gold so that I can swap everything.
It's nice to have ambitions.
I won an Esty last week. By winning an Esty, that started what color is my Esterbrook collection going to be?
Okay, so what have you just handed me?
That's a bent nib.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's like a hognose viper. That's what it looks like. It's
Sure.
got this. It has the snout of a hognose viper.
Yeah.
Why would you ever want? It looks like a 2-year-old's been writing with it.
Yeah, but it makes really, really fun thick lines and really, really fun thin lines. Like, depending on your writing angle, it changes how it writes. Apparently, the unit, nib, and housing it goes into are all different.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't bash it until you try it. It's fun.
My downstrokes aren't very clear.
Also hasn't been used since the Pelican Hub.
What ink is this?
Treasured manuscripts from Veriswell Press. And you know my feelings on it, so I'm not going to rehash them out on live.
No, that's all right. Greens are not for everybody.
Especially when they look brown online.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
I don't know.
depending on your writing angle,
yeah.
it looks totally different. And
I can't say that I'm sold on it. It would be in your 20 questions. It's that.
Yeah. Where's...
What nib exists that you'd never use?
Yeah. It does come up. That and the architect both come up as nibs that...
God, I can't believe what a mess my hands are.
Yeah. I think the architect's more fun, though.
Um,
And the
is that the
Yeah.
architect?
I want to take this architect to Matthew and go, I want you to do this exact same angle of architect
Uh-huh.
on a Kaweco nib.
Ooh.
Because I really like this angle of architect, but that nib does not fit in a Kaweco.
Okay.
The nibs are Yovo. Not sure about the feed, but I purchased.
It sounds like a pencil.
And it does. And there's something fun about that. Like, I like the sound it makes, and I like how it feels.
I like this better than that.
Yeah. I purchased an Omniflex to go into a maker's pen that was supposed to fit Yovo number 6 units and found out they were not directly interchangeable. That's really annoying because I do like their Omniflex nibs and I would like to put them in other pens because they are really fun nibs.
So would Matthew Chen be able to take a nib and turn it into a flex nib?
Yeah, but it's really expensive.
Okay.
Whereas, like, I have a whole bunch of Kaweco nibs.
Yeah.
And I just, like, I think it's probably going to be a double broad because Kawecos don't have much tipping on them.
Okay.
And I just want an architect that's the same angle as that fits into one of my sports.
That's fair.
Also known as Happy Birthday to Me.
Good enough. Ow. No, I like that.
Yeah, I like it too. I just reach for my sports more. And I'd rather have that sort of nib on a sport.
Well, you have to put it somewhere where you can reach for it easily.
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah, like, even when it's inked up,
Right.
I still reach for my sports more.
Okay. All right, so we have to choose an ink for this.
We do. You had pulled Madame Mulberry.
Yeah.
Or you've pulled Colorverse Mystic Mountain. Or I can go grab something else.
Well, do all of them have this little agitator bead in them?
I think it's
Is that pretty standard for?
No. I think I've only ever seen it in Ferris wheel press pens, but I might be wrong. This one might have it in it.
What's that one got? Because that's Ferris wheel press too.
This is Ferris wheel press. This is another medium nib.
How can you tell?
So it's got an M right there. And this one has a spring. Springs are more common as agitators
Okay.
to break surface tension.
So there we go. All right, so I do not believe that your inks have to match your pens. I just think it has to be ink that you like writing with.
Yeah.
So I'm perfectly happy to put Madame Mulberry in the teal pen with the spring.
Right.
And what is this one?
That's
Storied Blue. I've
that's
already got
Storied
that
Blue.
in a pen.
Yeah. Do you want Colorverse Mystic Mountain? Do you want me to grab something
I quite
else?
like Colorverse Mystic Mountain.
All right.
And it would be an ink that I use.
Yeah. The agitator beads are something that is so handy. I also like Monteverde's threaded converters. If I could get...
What's different about a threaded converter?
They twist in. Let me grab one.
Do I have to? Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah, shake it quite a lot.
Shake it quite a lot.
Shake it like you mean it. What is a threaded converter? Threaded converter, in my opinion, is the best invention with cartridge converters because they twist in and so they don't pop out if you travel and have a huge air pressure change.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that'd be awful.
Yes.
So do you always travel with your pens in your carry-on?
Yeah. And you travel with them nib up. Like,
Okay.
I did a whole bunch of research before I flew with fountain pens. But I wish more brands did threaded converters. I just wish that I could get threaded converters that also had the agitator beads in them.
Okay. All right. So Mystic Mountain's going in
The pink.
the pink one.
The pink one.
So do I leave it
Yep.
attached?
So twist it all the way down. No.
Twist
the
what
converter.
down? Okay. Sorry.
Sorry.
Oh, look at that. It's threaded. Like here.
Yeah.
Huh.
You probably need to shake that again. Yeah, threaded converters really aren't common, and they really should be because they're really helpful.
Okay, so because the sparkle settles really quickly, I'm going to keep shaking it and ask a question.
Yeah.
When I'm filling this, I stick the nib into the ink, and then do I twist this end the other way?
Yeah.
And that's what fills it?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
the same as the Kaweco. And make sure you fully submerge. Yeah. There we go. Now twist. And twist down. And twist up. There you go.
There.
There you go. And there's your damp paper towel. I'll put the lid back on this.
For cleaning the ink off. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to scrub my hands when this is over. All right, so this is, what am I writing with here?
Aluminum carousel fluttering hearts medium nib.
Saturday. I would use that
Yeah, it's quite pretty.
as an everyday kind of thing. Great, now I'm up to 3 pens where I would go, oh yeah, I'd use that every day.
Yeah, have you seen how many pens I carry around?
I don't want to carry around that many pens. And I would also add, one of the reasons why I was slow adopter is because I'm left-handed.
Yeah.
And
I will say
the idea of...
the Colorverse ink of everything you've chosen dry. Actually, no, this Monteverde ink dries the most slowly, but you haven't put it in a pen yet.
Which one is that one?
The Napa Burgundy. It is the slowest drying ink of any ink you've chosen.
I think I would only ever use that color
Yeah.
in a daytimer for something that I wanted to really
Yeah.
stand out.
Yeah.
But instead I just put balloons or stars or whatever to
Yep.
draw my attention to things. Saturday medium nib. Cool. I don't think I'd want to go any finer than this.
No. Ferris wheel press medium nibs are fairly fine. I have my fluttering hearts from them is a fine, and this from them is a fine, and they are probably extra fines, or they feel like they're extra fines.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to go any further. And you said this is another medium.
That's another medium.
Okay. So screw
Screw it down.
Interesting that it's Ferris wheel press, but this is completely different
Yeah,
than the other one.
and the plastic carousels use a third converter.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. Don't ask me about the logistics of Ferris wheel press.
Oh, wow. I love their inks.
I know. And
Oh, Madame Mulberry has no sparkles
Madame
in it.
Mulberry
It's just
has
a
no
really good
sparkles in it.
color.
All you're doing is causing air bubbles.
Sorry.
It's fine.
My bad.
And I do like that they put a little seal.
Yes, I got it. Or not. Poke. All right. So, screw down. That's a pretty good fill for first, for the prime, what you were calling a prime.
Yep.
Oh, you can hear it.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
There you go.
That was funny. You can totally hear it.
Yeah. And if I'm being really, really annoying, I'll like spend 10 minutes getting all the air bubbles out of the converters very carefully.
Why?
Well, because I'm extra.
Okay.
And because I have nothing better to do. Whereas that's a very fine medium.
That is...
that I've dipped in something and didn't clean well. Sorry about that.
Okay, because I also was wondering about the ink color. It doesn't... Or is that just what it looks like when it's this fine?
No, it's...
How can that be? It almost looks gray. It's very fine.
It is very fine. Do you ever remove the air from the... Never mind. Yes, I do sometimes remove the air from converters. Do I feel like teaching Mom how to do that this morning when she's already gone, there's ink on my hands? No. That feels like a project for another time.
4,000 viewers.
Yeah. 4,000 subscribers, I will teach Mom how to get the air out of all her converters herself. Until then, I will continue to do that task. It definitely helps here as well, and it is something that I do. I've not had enough caffeine on this Saturday morning to do that task.
Why does it look so gray as opposed to pink?
That's an excellent question.
Like, or is it because...
It might be because it's in a fine nib, like you're picking up that color.
Okay. I guess it's in there, and because it's a fine nib,
Yeah.
it doesn't read as being pinkier.
I think there's...
Which isn't terrible. It suddenly means that what was going to be my not very serious ink actually turns out that it's a serious ink.
Here it is in a
I'm also...
Twisby Broad.
Okay.
That same color.
Nope. It does read more gray than pink.
Yeah. I think it depends on the pen nib and the pen.
But even in a broad.
Yeah. I found that it read fairly pink in the Parker 21. But I think it just depends on the pen. And the paper.
Did you ever find out what the paper
Nope.
is from the Pelican Hub?
Nope.
Can you ask the interweb?
Yeah, I can also send Gary a message.
Because I love this paper.
Yep. I'll send Gary a message on
It
Instagram.
reminds me of the paper that Carrie brought with her.
Oh, yeah. Or, yeah, no, I'll send Gary a message on Instagram. And find out.
Cool. All right.
So do you want to test this before you decide if you want to ink your own? I think it's a pull cap.
Clearly it is.
It's a Faber-Castell grip.
Yep.
So we drove to our Pelican hub.
I love the ink color. What's the ink color?
It's a Faber-Castell turquoise you've been riding with for a month.
In this?
Yeah. It's just in a different nib size. It's an extra fine versus a medium.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that explains why it's my daily driver.
Boop. And I believe it comes in a bottle, so we don't have to
I would
keep using
definitely get it
cartridges.
in a bottle. I love the color.
Cool. It means we get to go to Lywins.
Love, love.
So we get to go visit Lywins. And Spree has told me who I need to talk to there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Brown.
Yeah. So we drove to a Pelican hub. A quite local one didn't happen. We were able to get on the list for quite a large one in Toronto. It was fun. I think it was fun.
It was fun.
Mom went with me. It was a good time. I had to try out a lot of cool pens. I got to meet Aziza from Gourmet Pens in person for the first time. Because I think she was at Chicago this year, but we kept missing each other. It was a good time.
I quite like this. But I'm not sure if I
You've got one from Rachel that you can ink up.
Sure, why not?
Oh.
All right. Scissors. Butcher the packaging. No, it was good to go to the Pelican hub.
Yeah. I think we both got to try pens that we hadn't considered.
Oh, loads of them.
I got to try some really cool nibs from Aziza. And some stuff that I'd never heard of before. I don't understand why Faber-Castell sent... Like, even if they included a bottom in them, then you could fill them with your own ink.
Oh, so it's just a little blank?
It's a blank that doesn't even have a bottom.
It's odd.
I know. And now I've got many of them.
And I know how to do this now.
You do?
Done.
Yeah.
So simple.
So simple. Your growing collection of fountain pens. Just a heads up to like any brand that sends me products. There's a very good chance that like at some point it's going to end up in
used by me.
Used by you.
This one, the Lamy Safari you gave to me. I don't know where my first one is. Where's my little, is it?
There's your second Cockano. We've got a rogue Cockano in the house somewhere. There's the second one you don't like as much. Unfortunately.
But it was a good introductory pen.
It was a good introductory pen. It's why it keeps coming up in 20 questions. It's going to take a minute. Here.
Make it right.
I'll make it right. That probably will not write.
Oh, yeah, it looks pretty dry. Oh, it writes.
Well,
so now
wonders never
we
cease.
owe them an apology too.
We do.
So what I did like about this is that...
You liked it with a medium nib better.
Yeah.
And when I went to reorder it, I couldn't get it with medium nib. There you go.
But what I did like about it was that it wrote very similarly to the little pens that I used to use all the time.
Yeah, the Sharpie pens.
Yeah, fine. extra fine Sharpies?
That's working again. Or to start.
I do find it odd that all pens do not come with clips.
Yes.
Because if you want to have
That's
a daily driver and clip it onto your day timer, or when you toss a pen in your purse, I want to be able to clip it onto a pocket.
yeah.
And the fact that all pens don't come with clips is irritating.
Yep. And that's one of my biggest complaints about hand-turned pens. I don't own a single hand-turned pen. They're almost impossible to find with clips.
Oh.
I can't get the caps off.
No, of course you can't.
Yeah.
Huh.
And it was
Never occurred
it
to me.
wasn't yeah, it didn't occur to I thought I had the ink going.
Nope, not yet. Here, let me try.
I did have the ink going.
Hold on.
It hadn't occurred to Tori until she asked about it in the chat before our 20 questions, and I went, or her 20 questions, and I went, no, like I can't get the caps off.
Can you not get clips for them?
No, because most of them aren't standard sizes. It's not like when we hacked your Cockano to put a clip on it. Like if I don't have something to push against.
Right.
Like this one works because it's got a bolt. Like it's got something for me to grip onto.
There's a grip.
But like, if this wasn't as textured as it was, I'd be stuck. Like I really can't get the lids off the plastic carousels because they're popped caps. And the bodies are slippery.
Right.
Like I just don't have, people talk about like one-to-one hand-turned pens for big brand pens as their thing. Like if they get a big brand pen, they get a hand-turned pen. I don't own a single hand-turned pen because they're really hard to find with clips. And if you find them with a clip, they tend to be a really large pen. Like they're not...
Like size 8?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like they're not a small... Yeah.
It is a very loud scratch.
It is. It's a pen that knows it's a pen.
But sounds like a pencil.
But sounds like a pencil.
That's interesting.
I will also say you very much have a color palette. I don't think we inked up. Oh, I guess we put pink in one. Pinky gray.
But I put in pink, but it's reading as gray in the pen that it's in.
Yeah. But everything else is blue or turquoise.
Yeah.
You have a type.
I have a type.
Whereas my color palette is how much color can we throw at a wall.
Well, I like Stroke of Midnight. It's got a gold shimmer in it.
Yeah, it's got gold, silver, and
Like-
red.
Two of them have a shimmer.
Yep.
Um,
You've got Sailor Haha, which is got
so, now I understand why
on a really great paper. Sailor Haha will do that.
people will swatch out their pens with the ink color that they have in them. But there's a certain safety in having a type, because I probably wouldn't sign a legal document in this.
Well, you couldn't sign a legal document in any of them, and none of them are waterproof.
Oh, well, there you go.
The only pen that you could sign a legal document in is the Rainbow Sparkly pen.
Oh, which has the
Waterproof black.
Yep. Oh, I was going to do one of them in waterproof black.
You were. But it's okay.
That's all right. That's right.
Where is this pen gone?
I don't know. You're right.
Clearly, I don't know either.
Huh.
Sitting next to you?
Well, then
That's Stroke of Midnight.
I know that Stroke of Midnight. I was going to do one of them in waterproof,
You were.
and it didn't even occur to me this morning. Huh. All right, well,
Proves how little you want it to be waterproof.
no, I did want it to be waterproof. Because I did a recipe card
Oh, yeah.
with the Neo Slim, and
So...
kitchens can be wet places, and I already blurred the card.
Oh, yeah. Do I have something?
Oh, poop. Well, would you put waterproof? Would you ever put waterproof ink?
I would put waterproof in that, or I'd put waterproof in the Cockano that also sealed. Wow.
I'd rather do the Cockano.
Okay, then I can
Than
clean the
this.
Cockano. Because both of those were
Because
left.
this is quite a fun nib.
That is. And both of those were left for quite a long time. And this, if waterproof ink dries in it, is a $14 replacement pen, which is what I have for waterproof ink.
How do you clean a waterproof pen?
If the ink dries,
Yeah.
you're screwed. To clean
Like not even with rubbing alcohol.
No, it dries like cement.
Well, that's no good.
To clean waterproof ink from a pen, I think you use, is it ammonia bleach mixed with water?
Well, when this one's got a little bit of ink left in it. So when it,
How to clean waterproof ink from a fountain pen. Ammonia water dish soap solution.
this one writes like a pencil too. It's scratchy.
Yeah, but if you're using it for recipe cards, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah. But it would also feels odd if you're going to convert to using fountain pens.
Yeah.
Exclusively.
Mm-hmm.
Then you need to have at least one that you can use for signing documents.
Yeah. Yeah. Mine just happens to be rainbow, but I honestly have no idea where it is. It's somewhere.
And I'm the kind of person that would enjoy signing legal documents with a fountain pen that has a smiley face on the
You
nib.
are. You are that type of person. Oh, apparently Amy agrees with you. She's with Mom. I want pens to feel like pens and pencils to feel like pencils.
Yes, very
Yeah.
much so. And despite how inky my left hand is, none of that ink is from.
No.
Like I have no
You have
ink.
no ink there.
I have no ink from.
I almost never have ink from dragging. The only ink that I've had that happen with is the Monteverde Blue, which I think is Miami Blue, and Birmingham Pen Co. Nikola Tesla, which takes, I think on the Cola ring it took like 45 minutes to dry.
What color is Nikola Tesla?
It's super fun. Or, sorry, Tesla coil.
Oh, okay.
Tesla coil.
It sounds like it should be black with lots of sparkly business on it.
Oh, you've got it in front of you, actually. That's Tesla coil.
Oh, that's wild.
It is wild, but it takes forever to dry. And I have the impatience of a small child.
What did you put it in? What pen?
I didn't put it in a pen. I've still got the sample file of it. So if you want it in a pen, I can put it in a pen for you at some point.
Well, it would need to go in something with a.
I can, once
Broad.
this is empty, I can put it in there for you.
Maybe. All right. Well, when this pen is out, we'll put a waterproof ink in it.
Yeah. I'm so confused about where my black pen is. Because the other one for swatch cards is sitting next to you.
Do we have any more pens that need filling?
I can see what I've
Are we done?
cleaned. Do you want to fill the Ferris wheel press one that I never opened,
Sure.
that they sent?
Oh, pick out a really fun ink.
Okay.
Pick out something that is so far out of my comfort zone.
Or do you want the ink that goes with the pen?
But depends what the ink that goes. If it's another blue,
It's not another blue. It's not another
great. Then
blue.
it's already out of my comfort zone.
It's hot pink and gold.
Ooh.
It's from the Little Miss Jubilee collection.
Oh.
And
oh.
I never open the pen because I can't use the plastic carousel pens because I can't get the lids off
yummy.
of them.
Can I have it? May I have it?
Sure.
I'll use it.
Yeah. I might need it back for photos because it's...
That's okay.
I actually like the color of pen. Though I think it matches better with... I think the better ink match is actually Sugar and Sprite from last year.
This one?
No, this one.
This one?
Whereas that's Little Miss Jubilee.
Oh. I like that
Yeah.
more.
They're part of the same collection.
Okay.
And so you can currently only get the pen and the ink by using an affiliate code and shopping online. You can't buy them in store. I know. Look at the cover, but look at the cover art.
Hold on. Give it a good shake first. I love their art. I just love it.
It's a really fun bottle. But again, plastic carousel, and I can't get the lids off of them. So other than the unboxing video, it didn't get shown on the channel.
Oh, wow. Look at the box.
I know. It's stunning.
All right. Is this the kind of thing where you need to prep and then shake again?
Yep, probably.
Does it unscrew?
It does unscrew. I believe it has a medium nib in it. But I might be wrong. I was going, did they not send a cartridge or a converter?
Oh, and it's got the little ball.
Ah! Very good. What size nib? Ah, medium nib.
Oh, cool. Excellent. But medium could be a fine.
Medium could be a fine. But I find
I do think there should, look, did you see how much the stuff settled?
Angela has one of the Quips
Okay.
has a magnetic stirring plate like they use in labs,
Oh, that's so clever.
and just has the little magnetic beads in all of her shimmer inks, and just uses the magnetic stirring plate.
I don't know what to say about that.
I just want to put nail polish beads in all of mine.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Tight.
It's so tight. I've only
And I feel like I have to go fast.
yeah.
Fast, 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 fast. And then down. And then back up. Because I want to make sure I get sparkles. Clean cloth. Thank you, miss. Thank you, thank you.
I have to say though, if they were going for like really, really hot pink, they nailed it with this color.
I'm trying to make the bead come out.
There you go. You've broken
There.
up the air bubble.
Cool.
Yeah. I can't get the lids off the plastic carousel pens, and so I never use them. So.
It's interesting how comfortable it is to hold this shape. I find it really comfortable.
No, I find them really comfortable too. It's just the lids. It's just that I can't get the caps off, and because of that,
Well, I totally get it, because you want to be independent.
I never
so
ink them up.
The idea of you coming to me and saying, "Can you take the lid off this pen, please?"
Yeah.
Yeah, not going to happen.
It's not going to happen. And so I've got them, I think I've got like 8 or 9 of them in a bazillion colors. And
what are we dealing with here?
Little Miss Jubilee. And, well, I find them really comfortable to use. Like, it's not, I know. Like, the nibs on them are, for a $20 pen, it's ridiculous. The caps annoy me. Because I can't get them off by myself.
I love the color.
Yeah, me too. I think I'm going to put it in my Monteverde Invincia Starlight.
Now I want to take the ink out of this one, and I want to put this ink in it.
See, that's the fun thing. You will run this dry, and then...
Oh, that is totally, look.
Yeah.
That's the ink to put in this
Yeah.
one.
So when you run that pen dry,
Make a note.
the fun thing is you have access to the wall.
A festival of inks.
You have access to a festival of inks. I do like the Pelican Twist. I have a Pelican Twist, and I do really like it. And I like how easy it is to get the cap on and off. I don't know that Mom likes the Pelican Twist as much as I do.
The Pelican Twist. Oh, no.
No.
I want to love it.
You want to love it.
I want to love it. I love the color. And I want to love the pen. And apparently, I mean, their selling point is that you're supposed to be able to write with it regardless of whether you're left-handed or right-handed. But for me, the difference is, if you pop the lid off,
Yeah.
this has lots of little sides.
Yeah.
I don't know how many sides. It's octagonal.
Oh.
Is it? 2. No,
It's got 10, I think.
it's 6.
No,
No,
it's-
it's 6 sides.
Oh,
2,
sorry, I'm
4,
looking at the
6.
cap. The cap has... I think the cap has 10. But that has 6.
This has 6. This has 3.
Yeah.
So you have, depending on how you hold a pen, you've got more options.
Sorry, this has 12.
Whereas this, I'm either writing like this
Yeah.
or I'm writing like this.
Yeah.
But I never, in order to have the nib, to me, like I want to turn the nib 45 degrees.
Okay. So you'd like the Sailor Tuzu, which Michael brought up in his 20 questions, which isn't out yet, where you get to adjust the grip. I think it's in like 5-degree increments.
Okay. So gripping this pen is exceptionally comfortable. But for me, the way I grip a pen doesn't line up with the position of the nib. The nib's off by 45.
Yeah. So the Sailor Tuzu, which Michael brought up, which was the Sailor pen that has all new tooling that came out in the summer, the grip section pulls off, twists, and you get to lock it in place. Like it's got that sort of, it's got like a lammy grip, but you get to change the angle of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Because for me to write with this pen, I'd have to hold it on all the edges.
Yeah.
And that is not a comfortable
Whereas
thing. I'm not convinced that it's 100% the most comfortable thing for you either.
No, I just like it.
I love the color.
And I twist my pens normally.
Okay.
Like, that's just how... Part of relearning how to write with a brush pen has meant that everything just gets twisted a little bit.
Okay. So I'm going to put this in my jar, but you can borrow it anytime you like.
Except I can't get the lid off of it, so I'm never going to
but it's
borrow it.
in my jar. So if you want to borrow it, all you have to do is come and ask, and I'll take the lid off for you.
You awful, awful human being.
You're welcome. And I love this ink. If you ever get a note that says that this isn't one of the ones that they discontinued, is it?
No, it's not on the list of 31 colors.
Oh, good. Because
Um,
if it ever appears on that list,
of
we have to buy
Of-
many bottles.
and it literally just came out. It came out in September,
It's gorgeous.
and currently it's only available on the website through an affiliate code.
Oh, right.
So it's not even available in stores. Like you have
So
to
if-
purchase it through an affiliate code.
I want to purchase it, then I have to use your code.
Yeah.
I would do that.
Or wait until Nelmar gets it sometime next year.
Oh my God, I love it.
Of the colors that I own that they've discontinued, Pink Eraser, Algonquin Maple, this, Madame Mulberry, a whole bunch of the Fairy Tales colors that I own, and a whole bunch of other stuff from the standard line, but nothing that I really liked.
I love this.
And they didn't discontinue. I was shocked that Dusk and Bloom wasn't on the list.
There's just so much glitter in them.
There's so much glitter in it. It's super fun. But
Back in its little box.
yeah, back in its little box.
All right. Do you keep all your boxes?
I do, because sometimes I need them for.
I don't know where I put that. Oh,
got
you've
it.
got it. Okay.
Sometimes I need them for photo spreads
Okay.
in the background. I use them.
What do you do with the Kaweco box?
I've never actually received a Kaweco box before. Kaweco boxes only come with special edition pens, or like higher end Kawecos. Kaweco Sports, the regular ones, just come in a paper box.
Well, happy birthday to me.
So happy birthday to you. And I believe that actually holds 2 sports. Like you can put,
Oh, so you would, they're actually saying toss this in your purse
yeah, if you want
or
to,
briefcase?
yeah.
Now I have to get into the Kaweco Sport.
Yeah. So like if you want a highlighter and a pen.
Such an unlikely pairing.
Yeah.
Not on my watch, baby.
Right.
Much better.
So picky.
It's never bad to have an opinion.
It's never bad to have an opinion. And now you've got a list for Wonder Pens, because you need your own clip and you need your own converter.
Cool.
And you need a converter for your Faber-Castell.
Oh, I don't do stickers. Do you want a sticker?
I'll do a sticker. I'm sure I've got a watercolor tin it can go on.
Thank you, miss.
You're welcome. Highly enjoyable
need
way
to-
to spend a Sunday morning. I'll send Gary a
Saturday.
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 Good.
Saturday. It's Saturday.
Saturday. I'm gonna have a nap. That's how my day plans. It's a nap.
Cool.
Did you think I was just talking to myself? No, I've been reading out comments to you.
I wondered how you did that.
Yeah.
No, I know.
Dashboard.
Very good.
It's up on my laptop. It sits over here normally.
Cool. All right, miss.
And depending on what I'm doing, like if I'm doing a paint your style, sometimes I'll have an earbud in, listening to Mamma Mia or random musicals on shuffle while I do a paint your style.
Keep you company.
Keep me company.
All right, I have to get cleaned up for a 90th birthday.
I know you do. I'm glad you now know how to ink your pens, though I'm fairly sure this will turn into a thing of, I need to ink my pens.
No. I'm thoroughly capable.
I know you're thoroughly capable.
So, no,
And you
this
know where
was good.
you know where the bottles live.
I do. But now what I actually will do is go through and do a list with each pen of what ink is in it.
Are you going to use your Esterbrook notebook for that?
I forgot I had an Esterbrook notebook. I don't even know where it is.
I think it might be in the bin over there. That's still packed from Atlas.
Sure, I will do it in my Esterbrook notebook.
I think it's still in our Atlas bin.
Oh my God. Okay, yes, I will.
Where all the pens were.
I'm going to do a list of every pen and every ink, and just to have a reference page.
Yeah, last night I
Stick the date on top.
started to go through my fountain pen spreadsheet because I realized I haven't updated it since March.
No, you're a bit behind there, girl.
I'm not even going to attempt to update the ink one. I'm like, I've abandoned ship. The ink one will get updated the next time Maya's here, and I've got somebody that can type while I read out ink bottle names.
Yeah, better you than me. Better her than me. All right, I have to go.
Yeah.
This has been great. Congratulations on 3,000 followers.
Thank you.
And you'll have to figure out what we're doing for 4,000 followers.
I will. 3,000 feels like such a big number.
It is a big number.
Here's your pen sleeve.
All right. I have more pens than I have.
Don't put the Kaweco sport in there.
Okay, I won't.
It gets
All right.
lost. I've done it. All right. Thanks for watching. Have a good rest of your Saturday. Yeah, there's another 20 questions Monday. I don't know who the guest is Monday. But
Isn't it Mark Sloan?
No, that's Friday.
Okay.
Friday's Mark Sloan from Coles of London. And then I don't know who's Monday. Monday is a From Home episode.
Okay.
So, yeah. It's a good week of content, though. So, hope you have a good rest of your weekend.